For example, this French documentary film, Darwin's Nightmare. What's in French?
Le cauchemar de Darwin.
Yeah, have you seen this documentary? So, of course, very successful. It was almost nominated for Oscar for a French documentary film. Very provocative. I like the film a lot, but then, because the critics, people intend to say the filmmaker imposed too much on the documentary interviewer and the subject. But on the other hand, I think that's a tradition of the good documentary filmmaking, like Jean Rouge type of documentary filmmaking. It's that tradition, is you bring your vision and you let the reality taking you over, but at the same time you ride on that horse. You don't let it totally go wherever he wants to go. So it's really your vision, not the character's vision.
But coming back to the relation between you and the topic, the subject, the character, maybe you can tell us something about, because there seems to me that of course you start as a writer, you start also studying in university, you become in a way an intellectual people, but all your film, most of your film at least, deals with peasant.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask you something about that, because maybe how it comes your attraction with these people.
I don't know if it's attraction. It's like identity. You know, it's really like identity. It's like I look at German cinema now. It's about really those middle class families' problem in the German, this urban society, and I think. I think that's really, you cannot get rid of where you come from, and it's your identity. And with me, okay, I can have Andy Warhol background, whatever, but I'm a village kid, and it's always this my food, my taste, my liking or disliking towards society is so much based on that, the strong roots where I come from, and I could end up living in Paris in very posh flat, whatever, but my vision, my judgment, my belief, let's say, my belief is so much based on that, and sometimes it could be wrong, it could be stubborn, what I believed about the society. For example, I'm very left-wing, really has strong sympathy and identify with low people, peasants, working class, very low people. Although I'm no longer living like that, although I'm live like you, like a middle class bohemian artist in any big city, that's my reality now. But this emotion is being shaped from that time, and I'm not even willing to change it. So that's my decision. Should I change my vision? Because my life is so different now. I can have money to do things, but I'm not willing to change my vision. Like that's something I really love and I feel belong to. So instead of like attraction, or could be for maybe middle class person to film a peasant is exotic, but in my case is direct expression. So it's like I see how my grandfather give up the fields, become a boat, become a fisherman, and then his boat was being trashed by typhoon season, and then he lost the boat and he become nobody in the street. So I know this so well in my bone that it's like I always say the subject possesses me, and I don't go to do the research. Because why I need to do research, like so much in me that I don't have time to express. Like I really want to say those stories. But perhaps after 5 more films, I will shift a bit the subject, because then you grow tiresome repeating the same type of story. Yeah. For example, I will show a very different film, the Proof of Cubic Love, the beginning, because we shot everywhere in the West, but also in China, in Cambodia. But it's such a different expression, and because this film really made a very, very bricolage, very guerrilla, and I shot everything, even myself in the film. And so let's maybe see this. And I shoot this film when I was working for UFO in Her Eyes at the same time.
Maybe just before that, do you want to ask you just a very short question? How much do you trust your intuition?
I believe I believe with doubt. Yeah, so I believe it. Not because I want to believe it, just because somehow I'm very determined. But I'm very doubtful person, so meaning I'm rebel against myself all the time. So when I say something like, oh, I believe this film should be handheld, but at the same time, there's another big me in front of me saying, really? But it would be great if you do everything on tripod. So I'm fighting a lot with myself, but and then there's two elements make me to make a decision very fast. Is the other people's the film crew's belief, which could be totally different. So I listen to this, and then I will think the vision of the film, what's supposed should be, if it's not me directing it. If it's another filmmaker, he must have vision. So the vision is no longer belong to you. The visions belong to the film, which is totally different. So that is difficult. You know, you need to understand your vision maybe is not this film's vision, and this is something really great if you can discover that.
It's in what the film needs.
Exactly, not you need. So we've been carried away saying, okay, I need to do this, that. But then if you really can't think hard or just think much more soberly, distantly, you think, no, but the film is trying to transferring that which is against your method, which I often find all the time. The method I'm using is against the film's message. So then that's the moment you really say, okay, all right, I am wrong. But don't say you are wrong, just adjust quickly. Yeah. And don't tell your film crew, but just say, okay, let's do that. It's good, it's good. That's the moment very important to discover that. Yeah. For example, I always believe in handheld. You know, I don't like the camera on tripod. But with the UFO film, I really find out actually the film is not about handheld energy at all. It's really about the contemplating the landscape in a very, very solitude way. It has to be on the tripod. And I'm totally against myself during the shooting. Yeah. So this is most recent film. It's not a final version. I don't know how to.
Drag it on that. If you make your window smaller, there's the icon of the.
Smaller.
No.
Not that small, no.
You have to drag it on the
yes.
DVD player.
From the corner.
You have to drag the film.
You open the window,
Yeah.
and from the corner you make that
Just make it
smaller.
smaller.
From the corner.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you drag it on that.
Mm-hmm. Where is it now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Try it again, yeah.
Don't go.
No, but maybe you have to open it first.
Okay. I try. Close your eye.
Yeah, I think you should quit first the DVD player, then reload it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what worked before.
Quit.
Quit, yeah.
Quit.
No,
You open and quit.
No, you have to be on the DVD player
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the second one, yeah.
That's something wrong.
Well, there's no image.
That's on it.
Oh. Okay, let's full screen first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all.
Where's that?
You were this ocean covering me, slowly rising up. And then got higher and higher, till I was looking up and I could see the water above me. I was looking through the water. I'm a foreigner. I come from Tasmania. I live in London, Hackney area. In case you don't know Hackney, here is a brief introduction. Hackney is without doubt the prettiest borough in London. People here seem to love fences and prison-like blocks. These are the images that come through my mind when I visualize my feelings for Hackney. I live alone. I hold an expired passport, but I don't bother to renew it. What for? I own neither a car nor property. I don't belong to any community. I spend my days talking to someone who isn't there.